This probably started years ago when our people used to make their journey out there. They went out there when they had covered wagons. When I took this program over, that's what I wanted to do, was to retrace their footsteps. Of course, you know, it's more commercialized there now and the things have changed. But I had, I was raised by my grandmother, and back in the 40s, and she had trunks of pictures of our ancestors when they wore blankets, and they went out to Colorado, and they were everywhere. And those cog rails they had were just full of pictures of Osages in that cog rail. And they had them big, tall black hats, you know, that they wore, and they'd be in their blankets. So I knew that, and then even today, our people still have that. The grassroots families still have that vacation in some of their plans. So it's been quite a familiar place to go during vacation time for our people, and I thought that would be a pretty good touch to go back out there. I feel like the mystique is still there, and we still make that journey to go out there and kind of have a purpose around there, and it would help me with the language. And then it's something nice that I think I can pass on to tribal members.
Osages walk on Haskami, Igaki, Shaki, Shaki,
There's nothing here. The reservation has changed so much, and our children are going and getting educated. They're having to leave Osage County and go to jobs. And so we feel like that anything we could do culture-wise, because when we have our culture, our Iloshka, our Kikonze, our namings, our hand games, or different things that we do, they're not really exposed to it unless we have those events. So they don't live it like they used to. When I was growing up, they all lived in a community. They were a close-knit bunch of people. But since then, everybody's moved out, and they come home for the summer, for vacation. They come back for school's out, and they spend time. So we have them for a little while, all together, and we feel like it was a no-brainer to bring anything out, because there's a lot of misconceptions about what's proper. And some of them grow up, and we are so integrated with different tribes, and different tribes' ways are coming into our tribes' activities. And then we lost our language, and that's one of the traits that happen, is you start borrowing from other tribes if you don't have a language to hold it together. So we're trying to make a good understanding of what we do in our Iloshka, make a good understanding of what we do in our meetings, how we do our hand games, and be more closer to the activities that we do as a culture-minded people.